Hello Jelly Babes, welcome back to my channel. So I have got some products that have been very kindly sent to me from Born Pretty for review. My holiday mani is still looking good. I've got a little bit of wear there, but as you can see, they've like lasted so well. I've been really impressed with them, but I will be taking them off. I'm kind of gutted, but also going to be a bit relieved. I kind of just want to go back to my normal nails. Like, I'm not used to having long nails, although I did enjoy wearing them for my vacation. So anyway, back to this. So I have not used stamping gel polish before, so I'm really intrigued with how this is going to turn out. Because it's a gel, you will need to dry these in a UV or an LED lamp. They won't dry on their own. So there are more colours, but I've just been sent 3 to have a play with. So I'm just going to open it up now and just get this packaging off. So it does come sealed. They can be a little bit tricky to get into. As you can see, like, it's speeded up, but you can see that kind of like resistance that I'm getting to get this lid off. And, you know, I'm trying to obviously not get it all over my hands as well in the removal process. So that's the one colour. So I just thought it would, I'm not like normally mad on green, but obviously it will go lovely if you're doing like grass or leaves or anything like that. So I would suggest that you do give these a little stir once you open them up, because obviously, you know, it can sort of settle in transit. And that's what the other colour looks like. It kind of almost looks like there's something inside it. It's a little bit weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you whether they stamp well over black and white, because that's what we want to know with stamping polishes. So I am just using like an old gel brush to kind of get this out of the pot. I know they've got others that come in a tube, which will probably be easier because, like I say, you could just squeeze it straight onto the stamping plate, so no brush needed. So you do need to overly scrape these. You know, they are quite thick and quite pigmented, but you've got a nice pickup there, which I'm really impressed with. So I'm going to place that onto the nail now. And it does pick up over the black, which I'm really impressed with. I wasn't sure whether it would do. So these are like glittery polishes as well, so they've got a shimmer on them. And I'm going to show you, this is how I clean them, so you can see how pigmented they are. Like, it's taken a few wipes for that colour to come off. And then I use a different clean side. So I had to go over it a few times to get that off. If you are finding that you're having an issue with pickup, if you're doing this multiple times, then, you know, get some isopropyl alcohol if you're using a clear jelly stamper, and just give it a wipe and let it air dry. So it does come off the stamping plate nice and easily as well. Because they're gel, I wouldn't suggest that you leave these on, because you might not be able to get it off, because obviously gel will eventually air dry like within 24 hours. So you do want to make sure that you get that off your plates nice and quickly. So I'm just going to be using this exact same image, just so you kind of get like a bit of a universal look with obviously testing these out. So again, stamps and shows through over the black, which I'm really impressed with. So far so good. And then I'm just going to show you this last one, which is the silver. So have you used stamping gel polishes before? What sort of your feedback on it? I would love to know. Like, this is my first time using like a stamping gel polish. I think it's a cool idea. And I think because it doesn't dry until you cure it, it's going to be great for beginners, because you don't have to work quickly. You can have that time to pick up, and, you know, like I say, you don't have to rush because it's going to dry. So obviously what I would bring to your attention as well is like, obviously if you're doing this around your skin, I would suggest that you wear some liquid latex and like peel it off before you cure it in the lamp, because if you get anything on your skin and you put it in the lamp, you're not going to be able to remove it afterwards. It will be stuck on your skin and it will irritate. So just remember that, because obviously it's different to normal stamping polish where you can just sort of come in with some remover afterwards. And then obviously to seal it in, you want to just apply the top coat as well and cure that in the lamp. So I do have a stamping plate as well, which I'm going to show you and review for you. So this one is cool. I kind of like these themes here with the landscape, which you could kind of put over your nails. As with all stamping plates, you will need to remove this blue protective film before stamping. So I'm going to do a bit of a gradient. I'll see whether I can do a gradient with these two colours here. Sort of having a bit of a play. I'm just going to scrape it a few times and pick up. That looks really, really pretty. So I'm just going to place it on my base now. So that's transferred really nice. Bearing in mind there's fine lines there as well. And you can definitely see that change of colour. What I do like about this is like you could, you know, put it all on your nails first, like on your one hand. And then cure it. Like you don't have to cure each finger. Obviously you will need to make sure that you are being careful what you're doing with your hands because you don't want to smudge it. But, you know, I like the fact that you don't have to cure it individually. Otherwise that can be quite tedious and a bit time consuming. So I'm going to see like basically like obviously I've got a couple of images here. So I'm going to get actually 2 images done off the one swatch. But because I kind of scraped it in different angles, you can't quite see that gradient as much. And I do actually think, although you probably can do it all in one go, I would probably do it individually. I do think you get a sort of a much more sort of crisper, clearer image when you do it like that. So I'm just going to pick up this sort of last image now. And like I say, you can use like a lint roller and get rid of that excess that you don't want, so you haven't got that going onto your nails. I know I've like not stamped it, I've kind of stamped it a bit short, but that's what those look like together. And I'm sort of really happy with how they have turned out. It's picked it up nicely. So moving on to this next image now. So I'm kind of doing it a bit of like a nighttime image. I'm just gonna do it all in one go. So I'm trying to like I say, like normally you wouldn't want to over scrape with normal stamping, but with this you do kind of need to make sure that it's nice and spread out nice and evenly. With this one, I did have some issues with it getting like a good crisp image. As you can see, I'm not 100% sure why. Like when I stamped the sort of chevron image, that picked up absolutely fine. So I tried like different methods, different scrapers, and I just couldn't get that an image that I was kind of happy with. As with all of my review videos, these are this is my first, you know, I've basically got the products and just press record. So if I do come across any issues like this, you will get to see it. I don't edit that out and make out that the product's amazing and I've had no issues, because, you know, I know that you value my opinion and my reviews. So I wouldn't do that anyway. I am just, you know, I'm an honest person and upfront, and you can, you know, believe in what I'm saying. So I tried it with the blue, and like I say, I got a better image, but with the base that I'm trying to put it across, like you couldn't really see it. It kind of got a little bit lost. So basically what I did is I just got a silver stamping polish, so you could still see these images being swatched, and also as well to see whether there was any issues with that image in particular, which you can see that there wasn't. I don't know why there was an issue with it picking up the silver with that image in particular, but there you go. That's what stamping is. You know, it's trial and error, working out what works best, but you can definitely see that much better. So I'm just going to get the last couple of images. So that's what it looks like all together. I think it's super cute. I love the image, and like I said, I'd love for more and more sort of landscapey images to come out on stamping plates. I just don't think there's enough of them. Like, I do like individual images, but you know, sometimes you just want like a design and theme like there, and all you got to do is pick it up and not, you know, get multiple images and put them together to make a theme out of a mani. So you can see that that's picked up nicely, and yeah, so I'm just going to continue to pick up these, the rest of these images. So that's them all together. So, you know, that green has picked up the images nicely as well. So overall, you know, I'm, you know, relatively sort of like happy with the end results. So I'm just going to take a few of these individual tree images now. And again, I'm going to be using the stamping gel polish. And kind of testing them over different bases. So I'll meet you back at the end when I'm all done. So I'm all done now. So what I wanted to bring to your attention was that this stuff stains really, really bad. So like I'm using acetone here, and you can still see, like, even after using acetone, I've still got like smurfed fingers. I'm sure it will go literally like by the morning, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. So you do want to be careful when using it, because that's how your hands could look like, normal color the one side and then it's like stained on the other. But like I say, within 24 hours it had gone, so it's not something that's going to stay there for ages. So overall, you know, yeah, I've been impressed with it. Like I say, I think it's going to be a great product for you that are new to stamping and can't get to grips with it because you can't work as quick as you need to with stamping polishes. This is definitely a good way to kind of like break you into stamping. I love the stamping image, the stamping plate as well. You're going to create lots of beautiful manis with it. So that is it from me today, Jelly Babes. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this review and that you've found it beneficial and helpful. I am hosting a giveaway on this channel as well to have some KIKI London products. So I will leave a link to that, like an iCard, if you've not checked that out. So make sure you check it out and enter if you want to take part. So that is it from me, Jelly Babes. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.